Hey, fellow fishermen. Welcome to Load the Boat with Zach. Man, if you follow me on Facebook, you know I have been catching a ton of crappie. I've been doing a lot of crappie fishing, a lot of ultralight fishing lately, and I've been having a blast. So in today's video, I'm going to show you some fish catches. Sadly, I didn't record some of the bigger fish that we caught, but I'm going to show you some fish catches and walk you through how I'm catching my crappie, the lures I'm using right now here on Guntersville, so you can go out there and load the boat. So stick around to the end if you want to see how it's done. Got him. Got him. Yeah, he just loaded up. He just swallowed it. You had one? Yeah. Get him, mama. That's a decent crappie. All right. I'm doing some springtime crappie fishing, throwing my little Kitech on my ultralight rod, and we are having some fun. Thank you, Lord. You got one? Yes. What you got? Oh, you got a bluegill. Hey, new species.
That's a hard.
Take a picture of that one.
That's number. Let me see. I got a crappie, a largemouth. That's 8. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. Got him that time.
Got him.
Got him. I got something. This might be one of your little bluegills. Don't feel very big.
No.
I thought I had one then.
Yeah. I wasn't for sure.
Oh no, this is a crappie. This is a crappie.
Really? Oh, yeah.
I'm catching the right species, Mama.
Oh, definitely. Well, mine's cuter.
All right, another good fish. Thank you, Lord.
Oh yeah.
Just slow rolling my little Kitech 16th ounce jig head. Got him.
Got him.
Back to back.
All right. I'm gonna have to get me another one.
There we go. This wind's got me positioned a little weird. If I had some power poles, I'd be able to set up on these fish a little bit better and not have to cast behind the boat like this. But hey, as long as they can get in the boat, I don't care what I got to do. Thank you, Lord. And I'm throwing this little Kitech here on 4-pound test fluorocarbon. That light line gives you a little bit more casting distance and sensitivity. And what I'm using is a Japanese style rod. This is a JDM, a Jing rod. It's a Shimano Suara XR 6.4 ultralight plus power. Very sensitive rod, good for jigging and using these little swim baits. Can really cast them good. And unlike most ultralights that you find in the United States, it's still got a good bit of backbone to it, so you can really work your small lures well. And it's got a very sensitive tip that's solid. You just have to be very careful. You might notice I'm lifting the fish with the line here or lipping them, and that's because these tips are very easy to break. So be sure if you get one of these things that you're very careful with the tips, and don't try to lift the rod or use more than the pound test rating on the rod. This is only rated for 4-pound test, so follow those instructions and you'll avoid some heartbreak. Let's go catch some more fish now. Got him. Told you. Right in front of you. Caught my cat. You got the right species this time? Got the right species. There you go. Oh yeah, we keep her there. Good job, Mama. Good job. Good job. Yeah, you leading the species award, ain't you? Double.
Oh, I'm gonna have to save it. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll save it.
Oh yeah, another crappie. Let's get out. Get out from under there. Oh, got your.
Really a double.
Yeah. Yeah, show us into the camera real quick. Oh man, they jumping now in front of us. Alright, Mom. Oh, let's show it to the camera. You just step in my.
Hey.
You don't break my rods.
Hey, you just taking up all the space up here.
Yeah, I had to bring enough for you and me to crappie and bass fish.
Get back on
That one just loaded up again. It was just like eelgrass, just muck. It's a real soft bite. I don't know if it's been pressured or.
Yeah.
Got it. Bunk. Yeah. Crappie. Alright, another fish. Take it low. What we're fishing here is there's some spots where these crappie are spawning up in some shallower, harder spots with rock, and some of them are sitting up there, and off a little grass edge here there's some groups moving back and forth. And we're just swimming a little kayak around and catching some of these roaming fish. You got one? Oh, good job, Mama. Get him. Get him. Oh, you got a bass. You got a bass. Yeah, these little kayaks catch everything, don't they?
Probably like four bites every fish. He's gonna get turned.
So you're getting a few bites every cast?
That one I had like 4 bites, and finally one decided to eat it. Just because he's choosing to stay at home.
Oh man, I had a hit. Hold up. I had one do a little love tap there, but
Yeah.
not get him.
Terrible picture, but that's alright. That's just for the. Have some slime on the lenses.
Yeah, Dad could still come. Oh man, another hit right by the boat here.
Yeah, I should tell him we're still right here.
Yeah. First we leave to pick up. He's gonna have to swim out here because I think we're get our spots taken.
Yeah. But they probably drift down and then they start back. And guys.
Got him that time. You're a little better. You're a little better. If I got another little bassy too, or if it's just a little better crappie.
Mm-hmm. Get him.
We'll see. Oh yeah, that's a bass.
Everybody.
Oh no, that's a crappie.
Holy crap.
That's a big crappie.
That's a big one.
Right.
Oh wow.
Flip this joke.
That's big.
I thought it was a bass with them.
That's a dinner one there.
Yeah, when I saw that mouth come up, that's dang.
Yeah, that's a good one there. That's a dinner plate.
Uh-huh. Man, look at this crappie right here. Wow, big crappie on my Kitech. Thank you, Lord. Now, I've been fishing the mid to upper end of the lake, so if you're fishing in the lower end of the lake, it may be a little bit different. The fish can be in different stages at different times, but the crappie seem to be spawning pretty good right now. So I've been finding them in areas that have harder bottom. I've been targeting the northern banks, and what I've been finding them in is that 3 to 6 foot zone has been the thickest for my crappie. And what I'm fishing is I'm looking for a grass edge that's well defined, that sparses out. Where it starts to sparse out, the fish will be sitting and positioned right there for me. And I've been finding some up right on where it drops, where it rolls from that 3 to 6 foot zone, and I found some bigger schools just meandering around and kind of the more scattered grass. But what you're gonna want to look for is where it drops off, rolls from that 3 to 6 foot, and you're gonna want some harder bottom, looking for where the grass sparses out. The other key areas that I found is between boat docks. I know a lot of people go and shoot boat docks for crappie, but I found that between the docks maybe hasn't been hit as much, and they seem to be in that spawning mode. They're not going to spawn way up underneath the dock in the shade. They may get there if the sun's high, but I've been finding them between boat docks really good. Between and in front of the docks has been a real key area for me and got me my biggest crappie this week. Now, what I've been using to catch them is these 2-inch Kitech Easy Shiners, which I've preached on in many videos and posted publicly on my Facebook. These things are money for any species. We caught just about every species that lives in the lake on these things this week. But I really like these Easy Shiners for crappie. Don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking the Bobby Garlands if you like using those little 2-inch Bobby Garland baby shads. But what the swim bait does is it allows me to cover a little bit more water. I can move that faster. You know, if you find a school that's positioned holding tight to an object, those are good. But I've been finding they've been kind of meandering a little bit, whether it's because of fishing pressure or because they're chasing bait. I've found they're on the move, so being able to cover water quickly using a swim bait has been key. And I've been using 16th ounce head. That's been the best for that 3 to 6 foot zone for me. And I really like these Gamakatsu crappie jig heads. They have a screw lock on them. Now what I do is I cut a couple of these coils off because it can be tedious to kind of thread your bait on that much of a wire screw lock, and it can tear up your bait a little bit. But that screw lock really helps hold your bait on better and makes it last, because we're catching over 100 fish a day. So unless you want to really burn through a lot of swim baits, having this screw lock head is very important. Now I also use these little micro finesse tungsten heads by Eurotackle. They have a little bit smaller hook, so if we're in the smaller crappie, or when I'm using really light line and targeting some of the bluegill and stuff that are mixed in, these will get you more hookups, but they don't have a good keeper on there. So either tie your own keeper. I tie my own on some of these, or I'll just glue it on there, and that'll help make it last. But I really prefer these screw lock heads. These ones have a little bit bigger hook than the Eurotackle that I have, and that little bit bigger hook is fine when we're targeting crappie, and will help hold bigger fish, because you're gonna catch some bass with these as well. We caught a number of bass in the 2 to 4 pound range. We'd have crappie on one side of the boat and bass on the other side of the boat. These fish were all mixing together, and it's made for a lot of fun. Now, another key thing to have on hand is a little bit of dye, either pink or chartreuse, something bright. We have had a lot of wind. We're fixing to get some weather systems coming through. The water has been a little bit dirty, so having that little bit of added color to make it pop seemed to help get me some more strikes, help them key in on the bait a little bit. Either add a little dye, or if you have a chartreuse jig head, sometimes that'll help as well. But dip your belly or dip the tail in a little bit of dye, and that can help you get a few more hookups. And how I'm working this bait is, sometimes it's difficult to cast with some of the eelgrass, but if you can get a clean cast in there, what I'm doing is I'm counting it down to the depth of the crappie. Is like 2 or 3 count, and I'd start reeling. And what I'm wanting to do is just keep it just above the level of the grass, or just up off the bottom, kind of tracing the bottom, or let it pendulum back. If I hit grass, I'm shaking the rod, I'm popping it up a little bit. Sometimes that pop can get you a strike as well. But just it's a very simple, easy retrieve. Anyone can do it. I'm not doing anything fancy, just casting and just tracing the grass with it. And man, we caught some serious slabs. I didn't get the biggest fish on video, but man, we caught a number of fish of a number of different species. If you're trying to introduce a kid or a female friend to fishing, right now is the time. The fish are making that push up shallow, and it's just lights out right now. Now, if you need anything from Amazon or Cabela's, I'll have some links down below. Use these lures, fish these areas, and you too could load the boat.